Here's a quick tutorial on organizing files and naming files. Media professionals handle lots of files. If you're a video professional, you might handle as many as 500,000 files. That's not uncommon. Take a look at this. Here's the timeline for a commercial, and all of these items in the middle here are files, and these files go in the project, and you might have to keep track of these. You might have to keep track of these for 10 or 20 projects a year for 5 or 10 years in your career. So there's a lot of files to keep track of. The other thing is you can't misplace valuable data. So let's take a look at this. This is a photo shoot. So what we've done is we've hired a food stylist and a studio. The studio costs about $5,000 a day, let's say. Food stylist, we're paying him maybe $1,000. There's a director in the back leaning on the table. The woman in the front is the executive from she's our client. The guy in the back at the computer is the photographer. And the guy behind the client is the sound person. So this day total, in terms of all the people and all the work we have, might cost maybe $10,000. It costs $10,000 to get these images we need. So they give the images to a new person, such as you, and you move them onto a computer, and you inadvertently mess up the names, and you overwrite one or two of the files, and you've ruined a $10,000 shoot day. You just can't have that. Your client gets mad, you get mad, maybe you get fired. The other thing is you have to get these files back. They might come to you and say, hey, remember that project we did 2 years ago? You go, yeah, I do. Okay, I need all the files for that. The client needs them by noon. And you're going, oh no. Oh no. So that's, yeah, you got to do this stuff quickly. So here's some popular strategies. I'm going to give you 3 strategies. You could do the year, month, date, and topic as part of the file name, and then the extension. So here's one. 2018 08 09 waterfalls.jpg. Then you can search everything by year, by month, and by day. So if you know what day this was shot, you could find all the shots for that day. You could do topic and description. So for students, you might do something like com_101_ about me. So instead of just calling your document about me, you would have the course number, and then so you could do a search for Com 101 and find all the things for that particular course. Here's one that's really powerful. You can do the client name or some sort of an acronym, the job number, the year, and the topic. So here's one. SU for Susquehanna, job number 171, 2018. It was the solar project. So let me show you these, some examples of these. Okay, so I've got the computer desk open. Let me just show you what this looks like. So I'm going to open up this my photos. These are all camera originals. There are some movies in here, .mov, and there's some JPEGs in here. Those are pictures, .jpg. I don't know what these are. I know sort of when they were taken by the date modified, but I don't know what they are. Now let me show you another bin I made here. Look at this naming convention. First of all, I know that this was shot in 2017. Location was Geneva. It's Lakeview 1, Lakeview 2. Apparently there are 2 shots of that, both JPEGs. Here's Ithaca Harbor 1 and 2. Seneca Falls Freedom. That was the name of a boat. So if I double click on that, I can see that there's the name of a boat. So I know that this was from Alaska Fairbanks. So this one is done. This is the example of year and topic. Let me show you another one here. Let me show you the Com 101 version. So here is a folder called Com 101. That's this folder right here. And inside the folder is a structure for assignments, notes, and in this case a website. But every file that is created in the folder starts with the prefix of COM 101. This is the About Me document. This is Excel tables. This is PowerPoint. This is WordPress. So I can do a search for COM _ 101, and I'm going to find a whole lot because this computer has a lot of other stuff on it. Now look at this. I can search this and I get all of the projects for COM 101, the dates, the information, but they all start with COM 101, and that's how you're able to find things. So if you implement this strategy on your classwork, it doesn't even matter if it's a communications class. It could be a biology class. It could be a English class. If you organize your stuff this way, you'll be the person that is able to find stuff. And what I watch is students name things all kinds of, it's like they call it new project, new project, new project, more new project, two. And then they can't find anything and their work suffers. Let me show you one. Here's a really powerful one I use a lot. I think this is the most powerful one, and this is usually done in media organizations. So it starts with an abbreviation for the client name. So if we did work for, let's say, Bucknell, we'd be BU for Bucknell University. If I did work for IBM, it would be, say, IBM. And then there's a project number. So the next project I do will get number 384, and it might be BU 384, and then it might be IBM 385. When you open it up, it has a file structure, and the file structure is the same on every project. It has folders for everything we do. Here are the same folders. So when I open it up and I go into a project, I know where everything is. I know here's all the video. Here are the Premiere Pro video files. Here are the After Effects special effects files. Here's the audio. Here are the final videos. And then inside of the folders, there's a number. All the files are named by the project number. So if I wanted to find something for project number 383, SU 383, I can just go find SU _ 383, and bam, there's all of the stuff. And here's the folder, and I will know here's all the video for that. Now when I'm working on something like my OneDrive, I don't get quite as elaborate, but I do the same type of thing. So here's capital equipment plans 2016-17. I called this Keeper because this was an older version, and I made a safety copy of it. Then I have talking points for 16, 17, 18, so I use the same naming convention. You need to think about what your naming convention is going to be for your work so that we can have stuff that you can find it on time, you don't lose things, you can retrieve things that are old, and you will be much more effective as a media professional. So let's talk about this. We'll be talking about this in our class when you come in next.